Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy here, and we are back. So, we have the final of the 312 Luminary banners, and of course, we also got the 5 tickets for this one on the house. Gonna be very nice to try my luck, see if I can get myself a Halloween Freyja here. But the lineup is pretty much what you would expect, just all seasonal banners and some better than others. So, let's take a look at the color shares and see if this banner is worth summoning on beyond the tickets. So we'll go ahead and start things off on red, since that's the first color. So we have the Tea Time Saline, who is an okay unit, but certainly not as useful as the Ninja Saline, because this one's got an inheritable weapon. Teapot over here, let's see. Okay, so this one's basically Serving Knife, except it's a red tome. So you get Rally and get another movement, which is fine. You give some support to allies, like Incited, and then you're getting true damage based on the number of bonus effects on unit and penalties on the foe, so very stock standard. And then her other fodder, we've got Attack and Speed Mastery, Speed and Res Rain, Rally Up Res. Those are okay. She is a demoted hero, though, so I mean, you pull her, okay, but it's nothing to complain about if you get her. Okay, then we also have the Summer Ectordeer. This guy, you see him in Arena every now and then, because he does have a preference weapon, and he does have a preference B skill. And he's also a pretty solid scoring unit, I would say. Maybe not by today's standards anymore, considering he's Beast Cav. But I do see this guy in Arena every now and again. So, is there a reason why? Well, he's basically just Mythic Ectordeer, except a little better. Yeah, nothing too crazy. His B skill is pretty solid, but attack and defense wilds. Wilds really didn't last long before they started pumping out crazier beast passives. So that's unfortunate. He doesn't even have like Fierce Beast or anything, which would have gave him a little more incentive, but as a demote, I can't really recommend pulling him unless you're going for the plus 10. Okay, then we also have the Bride Tine over here, or Tinny as I remember her. So another demote. All the demotes are on red. This weapon, let's see this one. Okay, you get a Crux buff to allies, neutralize enemy bonuses, and all stats of 5. That's okay. But just okay is not really going to cut it anymore, sadly. And then she has Speed and Res Far Trace 4, which is actually pretty cool for a 4-star to have, because I mean, it's not optimal, but it's certainly better than a lot of other demoted gold border passives, like, for example, Attack and Defense Wild that we just looked at. So, yeah, again, demoted character. Can't really complain. Okay, next on blue, we actually have 5 stars now. So we got T. Felix, who is still pretty good. Great unit, great fodder. He's got Tempest Burst, which is still pretty good. Perfect attack speed literally has a better upgrade now. The recent one, what was it? Attack Speed Spectre or something? And Gust has been way out of date. We have way better specials. You would want to give this guy Arc Rival, but he is actually a pretty competent unit. And for a lot of the reasons why the Brave Felix was. But that being said, he does not have the ability to walk over traps in 8th raids and still retain his extra action, which is one little downside. But other than that, he is basically just Brave Felix, but better, and also blue. Okay, he is color sharing with the Summer Lapis, another unit that I like using, but she inflicts Share Spoils Plus after combat, whereas now we're getting units that do it immediately, like the Katarina from her Refine, as well as the Duo Hilda with her button, which is pretty easy to use. So, like, start a turn Share Spoils, we'd like that a little bit more than after combat. But it is what it is. Her fodder is good. We got Pulse Tempest F and Potent Finish, both very good. XL can still put it in too. It's not like XL is completely dead, but there are better A skills now. Okay, and then finally, we have also the Bride Lacche. So, again, pretty good fodder. Brutal Tempest, Potent Finish, can't really go wrong. Although perfect attack speed, like we said earlier, has been power crept. This Lacche is basically just a different flavor of Legendary Ira. They're very similar, except one's a lance, one's a sword, and one is not legendary. So, I mean, if you like Legendary Ira, you'll probably like this Lacche over here. So there we go. Oh, wait, there's actually one more blue unit. So blue has 4 colors in total here. So we have the Halloween Peony, another good dancer, actually a very good dancer. She was competing for #1 spot with the likes of Legendary Ninian and also the duo Plumeria and, what was it, Plumeria and Olivia combo. So yeah, this is another good dancer. She's pretty similar to them where she has the drive exposure, which is fantastic for these dancers to have. She can't double dance though, or get another action. That's the one downside to her compared to like Plumeria and Ninian, where they can dance and then they get another action. So yeah, just one little detriment. Also, dancers in general have been devalued with the Byleth ring, in my opinion. So yeah, not quite as necessary to be running a dancer anymore as it was like way back in the day. She does have Shadow Shove though, which is pretty nice fodder. So overall, blue is okay. There's some good stuff in blue, for sure. All right, then we have on green, we've got the Beachside Yuri over here. Pretty good unit. I mean, is he better than the remixed Legendary Yuri? I don't know about all that, but huh. I don't remember how much true damage that version of Yuri was getting. All I remember was that he can do triple foul play, which is pretty fun. This guy, he can't do triple foul play, but he can do, I think he does double foul play, right? Yeah, because he has it on his assist, and then he has it on his C skill. So you can go ahead and foul play twice with this guy. Or I guess he could triple foul. Well, no. I was going to say if you gave him Micaiah Ring, he could triple foul play, but he can't. Because Micaiah Ring will isolate you after the first foul play. So that doesn't work out. He has attack speed Waylay, which I think he's still the only unit that has that. It's very niche fodder. It's not something you want to like go out of your way to pass on to units. And then full disarm, which is good. Obviously, you want to play these Yuri units in Aether Raid's offense, which is where they're intended to be used to disarm all the traps. Other than that, not much else to say about him. He's okay. Solid unit. And then we have also the Groom Seliph over here. Again, very good fodder. We got Excel, Potent Assault. Still can hang in there, although maybe not the very best options. And then overall, Seliph himself is just a upgraded version of Brave Seliph. It doesn't work out as well as it did when Brave Seliph came out, though, because now that we have a lot of ways to negate miracle effects, which didn't exist back then, but now they do. So him relying on miracle isn't quite as good as it used to be. So only 2 units on green, and they're both okay. I would still probably give blue more value, though, because I kind of like the units on blue a little bit better. And then finally, on colorless, we have 3 more units here. So we have the Ninja Gulveg, who is a great unit. Not really anything bad to say about her. She's got good fodder with Conjuring Breath, attack speed Hone Assault, even though that's not exactly my favorite of the batch. Let me see. This is the one that gives you the special... No, this one cuts DR in half on the enemies. The one I like is the one that turns off the enemy's bonuses. I think it's Dull. Can't remember the exact name because there's actually like 4 skills of this same nature. It's like Bellow, Assault, Dull, and then I think there might be one more. But yeah, the one I like is the one that neutralizes the enemy bonuses. Otherwise, this Gulveg is a great unit. She can potentially have 4 actions, which is good. Her dual button, of course, gives her the dance, and she's one of the more recent ranged units that have 4 actions, whereas the other one was like Summer Gulveg, who's way out of date by this point. So, not a bad unit. Certainly some things you could do with her. Then we have the best unit on the banner, which is the Halloween Freyja. One of the top units in the game. I would say she's probably in top 10 conversation. I don't know about top 5 anymore, but she is certainly within eye shot of top 10. So, great unit, great fodder. We got attack speed Aria and then Comet, both very good. And you already know I mention this all the time. I bring up this unit, but wait, no, it's not over there. It's on her B skill, right? Yeah, this Crux debuff that she's got here is nuts. It's basically binding necklace for your whole team as long as the enemies are in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on her. So, yeah, the amount of stat swings you get out of that is game-shattering. So this is a very good unit. Oh, is that Botamon? Right over here. Isn't that the Digimon, like Botamon? Isn't that his name? I swear to God, if you guys know Digimon, let me know in the comments. That's exactly what that looks like. Wow. I can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. That's very interesting. So Faye actually does have a crossover, believe it or not, with Digimon of all things. Yeah, so Freyja's really good. You don't need me to explain anymore. And then we have Summer Celica to wrap up the banner. Pretty good unit. At least she can hit from 3 spaces away, which is valuable. That's just about all I'll give her. And the artwork is nice. We do take Bikini Celicas over here. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, when this unit came out, they decided that 3-range style was a little bit too sick. So they neutralized, like, what is it? She only does 60% of her normal damage, which is a little unfair, because I don't know what happened within the time span of this unit coming out and then Brave Male Byleth, that they were like, you know what? Units should be able to hit from 3 spaces away and do damage. and now we've got a unit that has 3 range and also gets plus 10 true damage when she does it, with the new Brave Harmonic Celica. So, like, what were they thinking when they released this Celica? And they're like, okay, let's just have her hit from 3, but let's also reduce a lot of her damage when she does it. It's just not fair, man. Like, come on. Very unfair, but it is what it is. She can still do it, so it is a nice effect. And she is is she the best unit from... Okay, no, she's not. I was going to say, is she the best unit from Echoes for limited hero battles? And that's not the case. Obviously, Brave Harmonic Celica is better now. But this unit did carry me in one of those tough limited battles, the one against Burger King. So I do have to at least give her credit for that. Fodder, not the craziest. Magic Light is not as good as Logic. Sly Swift Sparrow is just out the door already. And then Attack Speed, Insight Hone is okay. But as I mentioned, the one that I like is the one that neutralizes enemy bonuses. So is this banner worth summoning on beyond the tickets? I would say no. So let's go ahead and hit Colorless here, because the unit that I want the most, Halloween Freyja, is there. Would love to get a copy of her. That would be so sick. But I know it's not going to happen, though. Okay, so we get a Tanya there. Okay. Let me know what you guys were able to get on your free pull, and then we'll go ahead and head on to the tickets now. All right, so just doing Colorless all day here. Okay, not Freyja. We got 4 more chances to go. I also haven't done my tickets yet for the special banner with all the seasonal heroes. I should get around to doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it, though, because there's really nothing that I would get hype about for pulling on that. Because I already got basically, like, all of the stuff that I needed. There, we got 3. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, we don't have a chance to get Freyja this time, so we'll go for blue. I did like the blue pool the second best, so we'll go for blue there. All right, we get Lucas. Hi, Lucas. Okay, we got 2 more to go, and then we're out of here. So, let's see here. Halloween Freyja? No, another Tanya. Wow. 2 Tanyas in one day, man. I'm still disappointed that Dagdar, when he finally released his flavor text, was not Tanya's dad. It seems like a missed opportunity. Okay, finally, our last pull, we couldn't do colorless, so we go for blue, and we get a Dorothea. All right, so that's going to wrap us up for the summons on this banner, guys. Let me know what you guys were able to do with your tickets. Hopefully you were able to pull all the Duo Freyjas, since I didn't get her. But, yeah, that wraps us up for now. This is your boy Tacho signing out, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.